Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your bridegroom!
Here we go. On behalf of myself and my darling wife, Kate Middleton, who's kidding now? Wally Windsor can keep her, so I've just bagged Louise Donaldson. We both like to thank you a lot, and you may not realise it, but we really appreciate you being here. And a lot of you have had a big help in our life, and you've probably helped us get here today as well. Right with it, we'd also like to thank family and friends who have made the trip to be here. We've got Louise's cousin David and his wife Helen, who've travelled up from England. Leslie, my husband Robert, who've come across from Northern Ireland. And also from across the water, we've got Jodie, Elisa, and Caroline and Robert, who became family to us. And they've had to put up with my drunken behaviour for 12 years now. But they've also had to put up with Louise and our unhealthy relationship with our toilet ban. Because our needs never out it. Well, thanks for making the trip across it. Weddings here are becoming a bit of an annual event for you. Right. A special thanks to Auntie Faye, who got us our wedding cake, which made me up later on tonight. And a wee thank you to William as well. He got all the vodkas that you've got. She's all over having a drink later on. We'll go offers. Right, next year. Thanks to my brother Stephen and my brother-in-law Alistair for doing the usher work today. The 3 kids, Alex, Tom and Ava, who are fantastic, and I think they look brilliant today. Brilliant. The 2 bridesmaids, Jack and Lee, and maid of honour Marina, who look absolutely stunning, and they've done a lot to keep Louise calm today. So I want to thank both sets of parents, and I can't even begin to thank them for how they've helped us today, financially and just being there for us. Anne and Bill, I could be awkward and shy, as you can tell right now. And, but they made me feel very comfortable from the beginning. It made me very welcome to the family. A lot of guys say it's a nightmare living next to your in-laws, but I've not got that experience. We're only 3 doors away. They've been fantastic, and honestly, we can't begin to tell you how much we appreciate your help. But I've got to be honest here, as much as I love your daughter, and it was your baking skills that sealed the deal. I owe my mum and dad a lot for my life. They had a great childhood, didn't ask for a thing. They've done everything for us. They've had to pay for 3 weddings in the space of 4 years, so we really appreciate it. We've hit our bank balance hard, I'm pretty sure, but we really appreciate it, both of us. What's that? Louise and I are both so lucky to have the parents we've got. I think there's 78 years marriage between them. And they've been pretty successful at marriage, so I think we've got sort of good examples, so we should be pretty good at it. I would like to present both mums with a gift, so get it in first. Right, now we'll go into the love story. Love story, did I actually write that? I meant comedy. Well, we'll call it a romantic comedy. I try but fail to be romantic, and Louise is always laughing at my expense. At 9 PM tonight, it'll be exactly 7 years since Louise walked into my life. Mark was over from Belfast. It was a September weekend, and we took him to the Cloth Bar. And I turns around and a lassie walks into the pub. And I just see her legs. The tanned legs. And my jaw hits the floor. Somebody actually says to me, put your tongue back in, John. but she didn't even notice me. She walked right by me and I got Mark beside me. Now I can't even blame her, because tall dark Ulsterman, or a wee ginger Scot. Which chance did I have? I ruled myself out there then. Game. I ruled myself out there then. Game's a bogey. Later on, my jaw hit the floor for the second time that night. When I walks into Suburbia and Louise is up doing her famous pole dancing routine. It wasn't that. But I said she used to push me and Louise together that night and we got talking. But I still thought I had no chance. So I could be myself and relax. But later on that night we got talking and I started to realise that she must like me. Because she had her legs across my legs. So I said to myself, because I know she likes me, I thought, my head turns to mush, I go, I'm starting to get nervous now. Don't say anything stupid, John, like, what's your favourite film? Don't ask her a stupid question like that. So with that in mind, I turned to Louise and I said, what's your favourite film? And her answer was, Goodfellas. And I thought, that's such a coincidence. And rather than tell her that's my favourite film, I shout Leo. I say, why don't you tell Louise my favourite film? She says, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I just wanted to completely open up and take me away. But thankfully Louise stayed, although she was laughing at my expense. So if any of you wonder why there was Wonka bars on the table, there's a connection. And before anybody says it, no, it's not because I'm the heat and Oompa Loompa. A year later, me and Louise took a trip to Egypt. And it was probably there that I realised she'd be a lucky lassie that I would ask to marry one day. For example, we shared a moment in that holiday, a moment that found us both with each down the toilet spewing. And I was thinking to myself, this is the lassie I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. A couple of days later, we're in a taxi coming through the local town, and I dropped my phone in the taxi. You alright? I dropped my phone in the taxi, so I was down to the taxi office to report it, and there's 3 Egyptian guys looking through my phone and laughing. So you can imagine I wasn't too happy about it. But I got it back, and I'm sitting waiting for Louise to come down, and it turns out they're looking at pictures of Louise, right? By the way, Bill, they were clean. But one of the Egyptian guys comes over and says to me, you have a beautiful wife. I will give you 3 camels for her. And I'm just glad that I didn't give any temptation, because see if you saw Louise today, I think I could have doubled off at 6 or 7. At 7 o'clock tonight, it'll be exactly 2 years that I proposed to Louise. We were in the Hilton in Glasgow before I made it, and I felt pretty confident about it. But when it came to the crunch, the nerves hit me, and I tapped Louise on the shoulder, and she turns around and I'm standing with the ring, and I froze. I had a lump in my throat, I didn't know what to say. And she says to me, is that real? And I just nodded my head, I lost my speech. And she goes, well, I says, will you marry me? She threw her arms around me and started crying. So I assumed that was an aye, right? I just assumed. So we get phoning and texting every day. And one of the replies I got back was, oh, congratulations mate, now jump out the effing windy. Right? And that was Gary, by the way. And one thing about Gary and Mark is they both believe that Louise wears the trousers in our relationship. Right? And I can't even argue with them because there's plenty of examples. One that got... One example that comes to mind is, I was at work one week and Louise says, right, seen your ass, you can get that shower cleaned. Now, I've got to say, when Louise met me, she won a prize. I'm what you call a modern man. I do the dishes, I do the washing, I do the hoovering, I even turn on the waterworks when we're watching Marley and me just to make her feel alright. Anyway, I was in the shower and I made it for an hour, I was scrubbing. And it took me about an hour, so I stood back, my hands in my hips and went, I've actually done one here, by the way. And I think to myself, seeing Louise keeps saying she's going to throw her arms around me and go, oh, what a great job you've done. So I get into the living room and I'm sitting in the couch with a smirk on my face. And I see Louise come into the driveway, I'm sitting, oh yes. I hear Louise walking in the house, she opens the toilet door, and the next thing she goes push. It's gone mental, right? I told you to clean that shower. What the hell is this? And I says, I was confused. She comes in the living room. I told you, you've only cleaned 5 tiles high. My reply was, I couldn't reach it higher enough. She wasn't amused. So that was the only night I ever had to sleep on the couch. Aye, so far. Now, in front of you as witnesses today, I'm going to take the trousers back officially for Louise. So I've got a wee list here of duties I require, as she's Mrs. Mains, my wife, to take from me. Right? Number 1, make sure the dishes are done before Desperate Housewives comes on. Right? Number 3, oh, you get the idea, right? You get the idea, look at that. You expected that, right? I'll just remind Louise that I've got a good offer on the table for 3 camels. Right, all joking aside, get to the nice part. When I met Louise 7 years ago, life's been very interesting. The past 3 years living together, it's been the happiest in my adult life. When I see Louise pulling into the driveway every night, I can't be happier to see her come home. Every morning when I wake up beside her, it's the best start of my day. There are times when I still even get the butterflies that I did when she walked into the pub that night. Sometimes people accuse me, I maybe take myself too seriously, but Louise's bubbly personality and fun, she brings that to your life. She keeps me sort of happy, you know. So in the words of a reality TV star, I'm as happy as Larry and could not be happier. So I'll turn to Louise, I'll say, happy 7th anniversary, the day you walked into my life. Happy 2nd anniversary for accepting my proposal. And thanks for making me the happiest man alive today and saying I will becoming my wife. So I would like to ask everybody to stand and raise our glass to my most wonderful wife, Louise. Now, it's time for me to pass the mic to my best man. Oh sorry, he's going to sit down. I'm going to pass the mic to my best man, but see before that I do this, I've got a few things to say. Right?
Stand up while you're berating me, aye?
Just Dave, use one, right?
He's getting cruisers now.
Aye. Some people are asking me why I've got 2 best men. The 2 of them have seen me at my best and my worst, and they've just always been, still been my friends. I trust them with my life. Well, I did until a couple of weeks ago. In Belfast.
Don't ruin my speech.
I came back a broken man. I had a black eye, and I couldn't sit and bum for 3 days. So I don't know, with my trust in them at an all-time low, I don't know what kind of stories are going to come out of their mouth. But just remember, I'm wee John. You all know me, I'm wee John. Or as Louise likes to put it, wee innocent John. Right? I'll let you make your own mind it, whether you believe them or not. Alright? Right, move over to you, Gavala.